the main city centre of Ishinomaki, and this area is probably 4 or 5 kilometers still from the coast. So here, obviously, when the tsunami came in, the first few kilometers were damaged severely, but by the time it got to where we are now, it was basically flooded. So this area, it took only roughly a month to get back up and running on its feet. But you can see right here, right, they're still working, clearing the ditches and things.
Where are we now,
So
Dean?
we're just a couple of minutes from the station now, so right in the centre, and we're driving along by the side of a large river that runs in from the coast, and we're 30 seconds away now from the very famous manga camp that they have here. And this area was actually hit very bad, because actually you're going to turn left over the bridge in a moment. Just go to where you see the blue sign? Turn it left there. So this area was first to be cleaned up, so it was hit pretty bad, and you can see these spaces you see on the right hand side now are where buildings used to be. So basically you can see the cleanup here has been, it's pretty amazing really. The destroyed buildings were there for the first 6 months. They've been knocked down now, the ground's been flattened out and it's ready to be rebuilt up. But obviously right now it's not a booming economy, so it's going to take probably many years. My first base and my first J-type back was right in front of me, first base on the right, just here. And like I said, the first few months we concentrated on cleaning up this side, and almost the other side of this bridge was almost untouchable to us because it was absolute carnage. This bridge itself was unusable in the first few days. It was partly destroyed, and it's also been restored. There was a building on here, on this piece of land right here on the left hand side, and then you can see on the right hand side there was also buildings all the way along here. You can see the wrecked factory still there. And now you just see this crazy contrast. You look at this building, I don't know if that was Ramenya or something. That's only still standing because it's leaning against that post.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And just to give you like...
Sorry to ask a macabre question, but do people still find people's bodies here?
No. No, I've never come across a body in
Ever?
9 months of working
Ever?
here. Ever.
Why is that?
Because the J-tie did such a...
It's recording already.
The J-tie did such an amazing
Right,
job. And right here, we're going to this boat. So yeah, when the J-tie came through here with, I guess with the dogs and things, I came a month, right, 3 weeks or a month after the disaster. But by that point, there was no... I'm not saying that there were no bodies out there, but I've not come across one.
Wow.
It's very, very unlikely that a volunteer would come now and still find a body, right?
Oh yeah, no, now I imagine.
But even like a few
I
months
imagine that there might be like, somewhere just...
泥がありますね。
あ、本当だ、家の中もまだ泥
And
だらけ。
and it's amazing for me to say to you now that, oh, look how clean it is. But
Yeah.
that's almost how it feels to me because
But it is clean. It is.
you can
I mean,
see
I
how the
see-
volunteers have been through and cleaned
Yeah.
what can be cleaned, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But this was residential where we are now, and there's almost nobody still living here. Basically, this main road right over here by the school, our side of that road is now it's like it's a dead zone. People won't build here anymore.
So they're going to pull all the houses down here and then make it into football pitches and sports facilities and stuff.
Exactly.
It's like ghost.
So when it
すごいショートで。
これすごいリアルです。
oh
なんか震災の後からかな。
sometimes you see things like that, right? It could be the next day, right? And there's quite a few places like that. But then you've got something like this where where they've managed to restore everything. It's a new house, so it survived quite well. It was obviously guarded by the buildings around it, and now they're obviously still living there, right?
あれやってるもんね。
They have a business, their barbershop, I reckon.
Yeah.
The MPOs are saying now that it's instead of what you can bring here and give to people, it's about how you can help them in what they're doing. So it's supporting local trade, buying from people here, buying local
Absolutely.
foods, and even like cutting your hair, right? It
Yeah.
makes a difference.
And one of the things that came out from the interviews on the
こうタクシーの会社で
Right, and you'll see that later, I think, in a big way when we go to the Marine Powder in Onagawa. They have the tour buses go through there, which a lot of people have mixed feelings about having a tour bus come, but there's your boat.
Oh wow.
So, actually there used to be...
Can I jump out very quickly, or are we very tight on schedule?
どうですか？ちょっと2、3
Yeah, I
分
think
ぐらい
it's